on Salvage Hunters.
He's a jolly chap, isn't he?
He is. He just had his supper.
Drew's treated to a heady mix in the Scottish borders.
Right, well, obviously, I'm having a very good day. Got dog, old car, buying antiques. Amazing.
As a stylish London rescue specialist, he's handed an unusual opportunity.
Somebody will want them.
You can palm them off on someone.
And in Lancashire, he finds his own idea of heaven.
A bar made out of architectural salvage. Amazing.
We sell antiques and we sell beer.
Which one pays better?
The booze.
Drew Pritchard is one of Britain's leading decorative salvage dealers.
Oh, my word. What on earth have they been doing in here? Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. What a thing.
He's on a hunt for weird and wonderful objects.
My God, this is rare. He's a jolly chap, isn't he?
He is.
In his search for treasure,
Wow, this is Indiana Jones stuff, isn't it? Oh, it's just so good.
he bargains hard.
It's a 500 quid gamble, or I'm walking away from it.
And there's nothing he won't buy.
100 quid would do the deal.
Man, I'll have it.
With help from Rebecca
If you compare it to the ones that Drew bought, they're virtually identical.
and a team of renovators, he transforms thousands of items, from junk to gems. The antiques business may be hard graft, but for Drew, it also has to be fun. Today, the boys have taken on a 230-mile drive into the Scottish borders, where Drew's had an invitation that seems to tick all his boxes.
So yeah, today we're off to see a guy called Rob Armstrong. Does a bit of antiques, does a bit of classic cars. He's got holiday lets, and he's sort of taking a little bit of a step back from it and doing just a few things that he likes now. But he has got a couple of locations for us to have a look at, and he's got a garage with some old cars in. So, you know me, cars, antiques, old buildings, you know, all the things I'm interested in, all rolled into one.
Howick suffered centuries of territorial conflict due to its position as the largest town of the Scottish borders. In 1514, the town's teenage youths won a celebrated victory against raiding English troops, after nearly all men of fighting age had been killed at the Battle of Flodden the previous year. Today, thanks to a cordial friendship between the Scottish and Welsh, Drew has been welcomed to a personal collection of antique furniture and extraordinary classic cars that can be found just a few miles away at the home of antiques dealer turned property restorer, Rob Armstrong.
When I was in my teens, having no qualifications, I couldn't get a job. My first love was antiques. So I started buying from the local auctions, restoring items and taking them to the local antique fairs. When I was 13, I got a very derelict Riley RME out of a shed. And this car never ran. It was completely rotten, but it became a bit of a passion. Since then, I've been messing with classic cars all my life. They're just fabulous things. It's really great to have Drew and T here. I've got a few items that Drew might be interested in. There's a little bit of architectural, some decorative items. There are big pieces of Georgian furniture, classical Georgian furniture he might like. I'm pretty sure they'll find something.
Rob, hey, how you doing?
Nice to see you.
And you, nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming up.
you
Hi,
doing?
T.
Right, where's first?
Follow me.
So this is your house here as well?
Yeah, I live next door.
So you bought the whole thing, you bought the
Whole thing. It was the Gothic school which really sold me. I absolutely love the space. The other thing, it's got great views.
It's lovely around here, isn't it? Oh, Series 2A. Cool.
Yeah, this is
oh,
hot,
and a
yeah.
240 GL.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
one of the last Torsalanders.
These are great.
They're
These are
good, aren't
great
they?
things.
I'm
This
so-
is good. Oh, now you're talking. GTV, 16 or 2?
16.
Oh, yeah. Look at that view. When that clears, that must be incredible.
It's pretty good.
Oh, I
So-
see why you moved here.
Have a look in here first. There's a few bits in here. Have a look.
Oh, you've got an Austin 7 chummy.
It's been in there a while then, as it's getting it in and out.
I've always wanted, what's that, 29?
No, that's actually just post-chummy, so that's 1933.
Today I'm in Scotland seeing a dealer called Rob Armstrong. Just, this guy has got great taste. He's got Alfa GTV, he's got a Torslander 240 GL Volvo Series 2A short wheelbase pickup Land Rover. So we go to a shed in the garden, opens the doors. There's an Austin 7 in the back there. Yes, a Tourer. Inside, I'm seeing some antiques as well. You know, my head's thinking cars, fun, and my brain's going buy antiques. Yeah, I'm a very simple creature. Right, this thing.
Nice lamp.
Yeah, that's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quality, isn't it? Lighting's quite good news, isn't it? People like lights
Yeah.
and lamps. And...
Yeah, it always goes. Getting down to business, straight away, there's a 19th century pillar lamp, ex-oil lamp converted to electricity. And what it does have is scale. It's a big one.
This well-sized Victorian brass lampstand has been decorated with an overlaid vine and lion's heads around a solid square base. It could be worth around £500.
How much is this one?
Is $350 too much?
Yeah. There you go. Yes, it is.
Okay.
No, it's okay. It's not fine. You can see the screws and stuff sticking out.
Yeah.
But it certainly looks the part.
2.5?
2.5, I'm a buyer.
Okay, excellent.
Cool, that's a good start.
Thank you very much.
Marvellous.
Thank you.
Right, okay, and the little Kashmiri type table at the back here. Indian, actually, is it?
Yeah, it's just got really nice paint on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
120.
Yep,
Okay.
sold. The angle poise.
Yep, I'll bring it down. But it's got good original paint.
Yeah, that's the original Scumble sort of rag roll type finish on it. Nice 3-spring early one, missing that bit there. What do you want for it?
100 quid.
These have gone up.
90 quid.
It's expensive, aren't they?
80 quid.
Sold.
Okay.
3 little pieces which are essential if you're putting a room together. They're essential. If you sit down, right, a nice armchair, you've got to have somewhere to put your cup of tea or your gin and tonic. You want to have a light so you can read your book. All staples of the job. So you're obviously a full-time... What do you do full-time?
I think essentially I'm still a bit of a dealer, but I've just bought an old church
Okay.
up the road, which is
Yeah.
going to be my next project. But I wondered if you'd like to take an interesting vehicle to get there.
Yes, please. One of those up there.
No, one of
No?
those. Some others you can look at.
Oh, yes,
You
please.
can take your pick, Drew.
All your cars, I like. Everything.
Thank you.
Everything.
Thank you.
Oh, my God. Oh, yes. Oh, what? Oh, my God. Oh, God, how do I get through? How quick? Let me in. Tell me about this.
This is the MP Special. It was built in 1929. And it raced in America in the ovals for until it was crashed in the 30s.
Rob then says, let's go to the next location. It was like, right, OK, we'll take one of my old cars. OK. He opens the shed, and I wasn't expecting this. Volvo, Triumph, Volvo, and then in the back, there's an open-wheeled, single-seater American circuit racing car. Well, it's the dawn of motoring. It's the dawn of motorsport. It's just sublime. It's wonderful. It's perfect. It's just great. This is a wonderful thing.
What I love about this is it's the original antique dealer's car. You know,
Yeah.
back in the 60s, you can imagine if you made a bit of money in antiques, you'd buy yourself one of these new Amazon estates, put a
Yeah.
roof rack on it, and go down to Bermondsey Market with all your furniture piled up. And,
Wow.
thank you.
This is like proper petrol head stuff, this is. Wow.
But I thought we could take the Volvo Amazon to the church.
Yes, please.
Look at that.
Do you want to follow us up in the van?
I'll follow you up.
Oh, God, I already love it. Hello, doggies.
Does it smell of old car as well?
Yes. Oh, it's lovely.
Okay.
Woo! Right, well, obviously, I'm having a very good day. We've got dog, old car, buying antiques. So where are we off to now?
So we're going to go up to an old church, which is a recent acquisition
Yeah.
of mine, and this was sold off by Church of Scotland quite recently, and I thought it'd be a great place to put some antiques and, you know, bits and pieces I can't fit in at home.
I think just by doing the things that you love doing can sometimes be the very best thing you can do.
Well, the thing is, I don't think I could do anything else now.
Are you unemployable?
Completely unemployable.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
So this is the church.
Oh, is this it?
Yeah, this is the Smaleham Church, and it dates back
This
to...
one here?
Yeah,
Wow.
dates back to the 12th century.
No. Wow, that's a fabulous building. Wow. You bought this? What a great building. Amazing.
How was that?
Fantastic.
Great. It's a lovely looking car. You're good at picking your locations for houses, aren't you?
God, it's lovely.
Go on then, you.
Come in, Drew.
Oh, wow. Oh, it's beautiful. Right. Where do we start? What have you got? Pair of big sofa table.
These are... The caster on these is absolutely incredible. And they're by the same maker, probably. They're absolutely stunning
They're
quality.
not a pair, though, are they?
Very, very close.
Similar pair.
Yeah, very...
Same building. Wow. This is... Look at the colour of that. Now you're talking. Straight away, there's a drop-leaf sofa table there. A good one. The one with the complete caster, the very ornate caster with all that sort of scrolling acanthus on it, that's the one to buy. They look exactly the same. They're about the same size. They're very similar age, but the one on the left is a Rolls-Royce and that one's a Ford Cortina. Big difference.
This mahogany table bears telltale features such as reeded legs and brass caps, suggesting origins in a wealthy Scottish 19th century household. It may need some polishing to bring out the rich colour of the top, but it's the exceptional carving on the feet, along with the intact casters, which set this table apart. It could be worth around £1,300.
This is the one that's of interest. I mean, I'll buy them both, but it depends on the money, really.
$450 for the two.
Drew's in the Scottish borders, meeting a dealer who may just be his new best friend.
Oh, Series 2A. Oh, now you're talking. Oh, my God.
And he's discovered a pair of 19th century tables, one of which has extraordinary original casters.
This is the one that's of interest. I mean, I'll buy them both, but it depends on the money, really.
$450 for the two. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Right, thank you.
Thank you. End up $450 for the two. Great deal. I'd have paid $450 for the one. Nothing's been done from that table in the 1700s when some bloke has screwed that together by candlelight and then put it on the back of a wagon on a horse and taken it to where. Nothing has happened to that table since that day to now. That's how you want to buy them. Dead honest. Where did you get this from?
That chair came from Cumberland, and it's just lovely paint.
Yeah. It's just down to price, really.
That chair is probably the only thing in this
That's
in
money.
church, which is I probably paid too much for because I really like it. So it's 300 quid.
Right.
It's a good chair, though.
It is a good chair. What about these ones?
A little bit of work needed, but they're really nice early chairs and nice scale.
So, on that altar there, we have got a collection of things up here. First up, there's a very small, diminutive country chair. It's 18th century. Some of the paint's really old, and some of it on the back is not so old. Really attractive. Really, really attractive. But before I do a deal on this, there's two chairs at the back now. These are made, again, in the 1700s. These are belters. This is good, right? This is the juice on the day. This is why we're here, to find extraordinary things like this.
This pair of 19th century chairs are very much made in the 17th century manner, with tall, elegant backs and stately carving to their oak frames. Upholstered with vibrant needlepoint embroidery in warm, harmonious colours, possibly based on a French pattern, the chairs have aged well. The pair could be worth around £1,400.
They have got a lot of rot. That's a lot of rot on there. Look at all that. This is woodworm holding hands. It is.
Yeah, it probably is, but they are very early and they've survived. They have survived. They're survivors.
Price.
400 quid. Pair.
Sold. How much was that again?
300 quid.
Sold. The big chap at the back on the left.
I mean, I can hear you.
I'm only here. He's a jolly chap, isn't he?
He is.
Captain Duncan Stewart of Alderney.
He can be 320.
He's very pleased with himself, isn't he?
He's a happy man. He just had his supper. This one came from a local country house through a local auction here.
OK. Sold.
Thank you.
Started pulling some paintings out, getting the pricing on the paintings. There's one particularly good painting in there, 18th century, big fat old boy in there, all done up in his Georgian garb, looks the part, very pleased with himself, just had a chicken dinner. Yeah, he's the prize amongst this. There you go.
Great.
It's nearly a full house. Decent, that's a decent little haul.
Well, I'm very pleased, Drew.
Yeah, me too.
I'm pleased
me too.
you found something.
I'm a bit concerned about weight on the van if I put him on.
You know the days you dream of being an antique dealer? You go, I really want to be an antique dealer because we get to drive around in wonderful old cars and go to fabulous buildings and buy amazing old antiques and it doesn't cost a fortune and I meet interesting people. Ta-da! Today. We did it all today. And I was able to buy a load of gear for not lots and lots of money and a couple of real belters in there as well. Got to ride in the Volvo Amazon, so today has been exceptionally good.
I think having Drew there, knowing that he loves cars, and that was the best bit for me, going out in the old car with him and just chatting about the old times and you know, when we were dealing years ago. Very similar kind of upbringing, going through the trade. So we kind of like the same things. It's been like having a mate round, you know, so it's been good, yeah.
That was plenty to do, wasn't it?
Yeah, bit of a stack.
Rob, thank you so much.
My pleasure, Drew.
Much appreciated.
Thank you, T. Yeah, we'll come back again, yeah?
Yeah, we'll do.
I'll go in
Brilliant.
the Volvo next time.
Hey, excellent.
Cheers.
See you guys,
See ya.
bye. Bye.
Well, Rob's a thoroughly nice chap.
Yeah.
That
Thank
was
you.
good.
Both on the same wavelength on many levels.
Pretty much everything. God, he knows his cars, though.
Yeah.
I think we just got lucky. I think he just wanted to clear the building. My particular favourite from today was the rather chunky Georgian gentleman.
Yes, he'd definitely been at the pies, hadn't he?
He had been at all of the pies, yes.
The next day, Drew and T are heading 250 miles southeast to the capital to see an old friend.
Right, so today, T, as you can see, we're up in Kensal Green and we are off to see a mate of mine who you've met a couple of times, Adam Hills at Retruvius. Adam and I have grown up together through the business.
Can I just say, you've got older together, neither of you have grown up.
No, yeah, that's true. That's very true. We met at the very, very first Newark I ever did. I got talking to his wife, Maria. We hit it off and we sort of followed each other's careers and then became friends.
In the 19th century, the building of railway and canal links through the village of Kensal Green transformed what had, until then, been mainly agricultural land into a northwest London suburb. Today, after successive waves of energising immigration, Kensal Green is a creative hotspot and an ideal location for an innovative architectural salvage business called Retruvius, the idea of architectural designer Maria Speak and husband Adam Hills.
We started in 1993 from an architecture background and realised that there was just so much stuff being destroyed on demolition sites. We just thought we needed to do something about it. We started in a very basic way, just pulling things out of skips and working on small sites, and then it grew organically from there. When we first started, a lot of people thought that salvage people were thieves or, you know, scrap men, and I think people now really appreciate that salvage is an incredibly important part of saving things from landfill. I met Drew in, I think, about '94 maybe, at an antiques fair at Newark. I'm looking forward to seeing Drew and T again. I know that our tastes are quite similar in certain ways. I just wonder whether he's going to be able to buy from us, because financially it's quite difficult in central London to sell things cheaply enough. I'm a dealer foremost, so happy to sell things.
Hello.
Hey, welcome.
Morning,
Welcome
how
to
you doing?
Retruvius. Really well, and you?
Good, good, good. You
How's
met T
things?
before?
Yes,
Yes.
indeed, yes.
Well,
welcome
T's
to-
not been here.
I've not been to the shop.
Have you
before.
not? Okay,
No,
well, welcome.
We're going to walk through now, and Adam and his wife Maria have created the first curated architectural salvage yard in the world, I think. And they did it decades ago before everybody else. They're just catching up now. That's as nice as I'm going to get to him all day.
Okay.
That's it.
So we've copied him, basically.
Everybody's copied Adam, yeah.
No, I think it's interesting that Salvage, when we started, it was all just about the pretty bits, and now people realise that we're actually trying to save the world.
Yeah.
You know, just a small task, but you know. Yeah.
See what I mean? It's all at sea. I'm just saving the world.
Anyway, let's go for a walk.
Yeah. You walk through the door, and this is somewhere I've been numerous times, to his showroom. But it always strikes me, the innovative use of the materials. There's European cheese boards on the wall. There's work counters. There's old shop signage. There's industrial lighting all over the place. It's very, very inventive. You get interesting things, and he makes them very palatable and very easy to use. And that's exciting. You know, that's an exciting thing to do. This urn this is great. Have you got the sockle for it?
Unfortunately, no. That's the way it came to me. It's Carrara marble underneath the dirt.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely sort of sculptural piece.
There's a wonderful Carrara marble urn, but it's only the top. It's missing its sockle, which is the base, that turned base section on a square plinth. That's missing from it. But the top is great. Great big long body on it. Very defined gadrooning on it. Good lip. Great colour. Been outside for a long time. This is a great piece.
Quarried in the Italian region of Tuscany, Carrara marble has, since antiquity, been the chosen material for some of the world's greatest monuments. This bell-shaped, or campana urn, has the famously soft Carrara moonlight glow. Once restored, it could be worth around £1,500.
So how much is this 400 quid urn?
It's on the website at 795. Yours for a straight 7.
No, come on, really? I don't know. I just see it at like 500 quid because I mean it's had that bit off there. That's a repair there as well. No sockle. I mean, come on, you know it's a bit.
I'll meet you halfway.
What, 550?
Your maths is terrible.
This is terrible. It's my awful education.
6 and it's yours.
600 quid.
Drew's in London, mixing business with an old friendship.
Salvage, when we started, it was all just about the pretty bits, and now people realise that we're actually trying to save the world.
See what I mean? It's all at sea. I'm just saving the world.
But he's having to bargain hard to bag himself a well-sized Carrara marble urn.
So how much is this 400 quid urn?
It's on the website at 795. Yours for a straight 7.
No, come on, really?
6 and it's yours.
600 quid. Yeah, all right, we'll have a deal like that.
Great.
That's great. Adam wants £700 for the urn, top. We end up at 600 quid. That urn is pre-cast iron, right? So that is an early 19th century Carrara marble campana urn, minus its sockle. For a few £100, I'm a buyer. I know that what I've done has made a very small dent in the world of reclaiming materials and this, that, and the other, but you've done it in a very much larger way. But I mean, how much, on a percentage-wise, do you think we're saving now?
I heard a statistic recently that from average demolition, 1% of stuff gets reclaimed for reuse. 1%, and it's a pitiful statistic. It really is. There should be architects trained in how to reuse stuff, not leaving it up to the digger driver.
Well, look, let's carry on having a look around.
Yeah.
This is a fascinating building. All right, so this is the sort of nuts and bolts end of it.
Yeah.
Now.
So I've got
Love
like
those.
copper-like doors. I've got Regency fireplaces. Got some shelving from the patent office.
Some handy bits as well.
Oh yeah. Just yesterday, I went to the strip out of Topshop on Oxford Street, and there were about 100 mannequins. And I don't know why, but I just took a couple of bags of hands. I thought they'd come in handy.
You're quite sculptural, aren't you, mate?
Yeah.
But somebody will want them.
You can palm them off on someone.
Yeah.
Here all week.
Cha-cha-cha.
So this is now sort of lighting department, sort of?
Yeah, I mean, this week, we move stuff around, but they've got some hardware.
It's great.
We'll go through here.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I know, I found this the other day, and that shaped bit of oak, has that been steamed, or has it been...
You can't steam something that thick.
That's what I thought. And also, I looked at it, and my immediate thing was 1930s pub chair. But then I was looking at it and thinking, actually, it sort of could almost be 1880s.
Yeah, not with a stop chamfer like that on the arms.
Yeah.
It's just
I'm not sure, yeah.
earlier. It's a 19th century chair with something from the end of the last quarter of the 20th century stuck on the back of it. Very odd. It's like somebody's made a chair and then jumped into the future.
Steaming thin slices of timber to make curved furniture was part of the modernist aesthetic. But despite the space-age curves of its back and legs, this chair seems to come from a more opulent era. Probably unique, it could be worth around £600.
So this chair you picked up for 25 quid. How much is it now?
It's 2.5 million. It's...
Shame about that arm, though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's about 350.
I'm not paying you that.
320.
200.
So I have to leave a bit in it for you because you're a dealer.
There's none left. There's nothing left in that for me at all. Nothing at all.
What's your best bid?
Come on, 250.
Go on then.
Thank you. I'm keeping it.
Okay.
Retrouvius has its own design department, which specialises in using salvaged materials.
These are great. Talk to me about these.
Well, so there's a whole load of scrap marble in a yard.
Yeah.
And the little bits which are completely valueless. And the guy says to me, it's all going into the landfill. And I said, come on, what should we've got to think of some idea what to do with them. So we came up with the idea of laminating them and then turning them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this was scrap marble?
Yeah. Little bits. I mean, really, nothing you could use for a worktop or...
So this is reuse in action, and this is what we're going on about.
Yeah, exactly.
And done beautifully.
Yeah.
They're
and then
lovely, aren't
we
they?
were playing around. This was a stone called Polyphant from Cornwall.
Yeah.
I always like this Derbyshire fossil. That's the same stone as the floor of Heathrow Terminal 2, which we got the entirety of. So that was 200 tons of Derbyshire fossil limestone.
Bloody hell.
That was laid in 51 or 52 or something
I remember
like that.
you salvaging that a lot.
Yeah, we had something like, I don't know, 10 Arctic loads of stone out of there.
God. So scrap material.
Yeah, valueless.
If there is valueless material.
Yeah, £3 lamp holder.
Employ a guy to make it.
Yeah.
So he's making money.
Yeah.
These go into somewhere else.
Yeah. Retailing at £500 each, thereabouts.
These heavy conical table lamps have been sculpted from slices of contrastingly shaded reclaimed marble scraps. Each is unique, and as a limited edition design original, could be worth around £450.
So, I mean, there'll only be a certain amount of these, because you can't...
Yeah, no, I think we made, I don't know, 30 or 50 of them, something like that.
And that's it?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Was there a trade price on that? The little ones?
Little one, 4?
No, come on. Really? Come on. You
3.5.
rich,
3.5
you
end.
rich London types.
3.5 end
Ripping
off.
those poor country mice off. I think that one there. I think that one would
Consider
be...
it sold.
So what stone is that one?
Verdi Antico. Old green.
Old green.
Yeah.
Well, old green's coming home with me. I like that. Thank you. Yeah, that's great. Thanks for
Lovely.
that. He's not making a lot of them. He said 30 to 50. We're not sure that's about it. Well, worldwide, that's a very, very tiny, tiny microscopic production run. So we will happily buy one of those. And for all of that, £350. So, yeah, great.
I'll buy it back off you in 20 years' time for double.
Retrouvius today with Adam, it's been great. As I said, we've known each other for just coming up to 3 decades. We've gone in sort of different directions, but we still speak the same language. It's exciting being here. He ploughed his own furrow and he's done what he's wanted to do from day one, and it's working. And I look forward to the next 30 years.
It's been really good fun. It's been nice to see Drew after a little while. We can talk for hours, you know, just nattering away about the trade. You know, like that chair is just a weird chair. We just saw the same design heritage or design clues in it, and both responded to it.
There you go. What do you think of that?
Fantastic.
It's good, isn't it? Hats off to him. And I bought well. I'm happy with what I bought. The chair, does it have any massive value? Not really.
Just lovely.
It's just a lovely, interesting, different thing. And then that table lamp we got off him. Very, very happy with that. Really like it.
It's very nice.
It's very nice, isn't it? Yeah, I really like it.
The next day, Drew and T are heading back up to the northwest again, this time on a 110-mile trip into Lancashire. Drew's heard of another dealer who knows how to mix business with fun.
Okay, so we're off to a place today called Salvage House. It sounds like a salvage yard, doesn't it?
It does.
It's a bar.
Really?
It's a bar, yeah. So if you're in there having a drink,
Right.
you can buy the pieces of furniture that are on the floor, which is quite tricky to know how to do it, but it's the things we like. It's a bar and it's antiques. It's our two specialist subjects.
Yeah.
Sitting beside the winding River Calder in the Ribble Valley, the 13th century Cistercian monks who founded the abbey in the village of Whalley thought they had arrived at a locus benedictus, a blessed place. For the past 2 years, a converted industrial unit in the village has offered its own unique combination of blessings. Alongside beer and food, every item of furniture is for sale. Salvage House is the idea of two brothers, Ed and Tom Marsh, who looks after the antique side of things.
So we're a bar, but we also sell antiques. Everything's reclaimed or salvage. So we've got antiques and vintage stuff in here, but then we've got stuff that we've foraged from farmers' fields, or even out of skips. Yeah, the more they drink, the better the price, really. It'd be great to see Drew and T today. I've been a fan of the show since the very beginning. Looking forward to hearing what he thinks of the place, and hopefully we'll be able to sell him some stuff as well.
Hello, Tom.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing? All right.
How we doing?
Drew?
Hi,
T,
T.
how are we?
Well, this is not unusual for us, to be
Yes,
honest with you.
more like our natural habitat.
A bar.
A bar made out of architectural salvage.
Absolutely.
Tell me about it. How would you end up with this then?
So we used to be an antique shop. We used to have customers always saying to us that it'd make a really cool bar. So we explored it and we got a premises licence. So now we've combined the two. So we sell antiques and we sell beer.
Which one pays better?
The booze. Yeah, it's more consistent. You know, we fill people full of beer and we sell more antiques. That's how we
That'll
found
work.
it. Yeah.
Amazing. That's great. Who did that?
Local artist from Preston. Yeah, did it all with aerosols.
Is everything in here for sale?
So yeah, there's nothing that we wouldn't take a bid on.
Right. First impressions on coming into Salvage House are amazing. It's done with a certain flair that a lot of bars try and capture, right? They want to make their bar look like it's just happened very quickly and for absolutely no money. The beauty of what the lad's done here is that's what they did. And it's worked. It's great. It's instantly comfortable. So who's the buyer then? Who's buying the antiques?
That's me.
Okay. So what is you got background in it?
Not really. So a bit of a chancer, really. But I've always been a magpie.
A bit of a chance.
That's standard, really, though, isn't it? Yeah.
I love old stuff. Yeah, I just buy what I like.
Well, that'll work. So you've got Georgian table there. These are interesting little arts and crafts jobs. So you like arts and crafts and aesthetic movement? It's your thing, is it?
Yeah, well, yeah, I tend to buy a lot of that stuff.
So tell me about this then.
I don't know a huge amount about it. It's a card table.
It's not.
It's, pardon?
It's not. So, yeah, it's an English tea table from about
Okay.
1770. Decent colour, nice brackets, chamfer to the inside of the leg, which is quality. It's all right, that. That's all right. Usually these have had a hard life. There's damage around the hinges and old repairs. The tops are heavily water damaged on all surfaces. Not this one. How this has escaped the ravages of time, I have no idea. That's exceptional.
Dating from around 1770, this mahogany breakfast table has survived its 250 years of life with only very minor repairs. At the time it was made, this table would have been a statement piece of furniture, as demonstrated by its elegant details, such as pierced spandrels and chamfered legs. It's in superb condition and could be worth around £700.
Not bad at all. Price on that?
I had 395 on it.
Okay.
I'll take a bid.
Yeah, 350.
Yeah,
Sold?
all right with that, yeah.
Thank you. Great. All of that originality, all of that workmanship, all of that age, all of that style that sits so well, £350. And another Georgian thing.
Spider leg. I mean, I think the frame's in pretty good nick.
The spider leg thing can be very attractive, but it also attracts sort of damage.
Yeah.
It's in quite good nick. Not 10 feet away from one 18th century table in a pub is another one. Mahogany, what we call a spider leg table, because it's very, very thin legs with little joints that look like knuckles in the legs there. I can't really believe what I'm seeing here. It's in remarkably good condition. So how much is this thing?
I think I had 275 on that, so...
It's worth, once it's redone, it's worth about 395, completely,
right, okay.
Completely redone, which it needs to be, just to get these ring marks out of it, and this, which I'm not going to get. I'm not going to get all of them out.
Would 240 do it?
In a Lancashire bar, Drew's found another dealer who's having fun with the antiques business.
More like our natural habitat.
A bar.
A bar made out of architectural salvage.
And he's discovered a delicate spider leg table, which has somehow survived 250 years and the bar brawls.
Would 240 do it?
It's got a lot of positives going for it. So what do you say, 240?
Yeah.
Yeah, sold, we'll have it.
Cool.
Yeah. As for a price, we end up at £240 for the table. Fine. After some work, I will nearly double my money. Okay, so this is another bar. Cool, so you've got like 3-4 bars in here then?
Yeah, so this is the kind of loungy bit, really.
Yeah.
I guess this room's a bit of an afterthought for us, and it needs developing.
No, it's great.
But
No, I like it. This is one of my favourite bits.
Is it?
Yeah. Go into the final room now, and it gets really like a little cosy gentleman's club in here. It's really nice. Is this for sale then?
It
Obviously,
can
they
be,
just pulled it
yeah.
off the wall. As soon as I walk through, there's a mirror on the side, and I look at it, I go, oh, I really like this. Really, really like this mirror. Original ebonite into the frame. It's about 1910, somewhere around there.
So where would it come from?
It's Indian.
Is the silicon original there?
That's original silicon sealer on there.
yeah.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't help, to be honest. It's got these little carved and, well, they're turned actually, panels running all the way around. I think the best way to explain them that they're an Islamic screening panel, and they're called mashrabiyah panels. It's 1910, 1920, somewhere around there. A very attractive, very saleable little thing.
The art of turning wooden lattice work on a lathe, or mashrabiyah, can be found in Islamic architecture dating back many centuries, mostly associated with window screens, where it provides shade and privacy without blocking light. Items like this Moorish-style mirror were sold by Liberty of London around the turn of the 20th century. With some sympathetic restoration, it could be worth around £580.
What do you want for that then, Tom?
200 quid, I don't know.
200 quid?
Yeah.
Blimey. You don't mess about, do you?
Try not to.
Wow. What about 150?
Oof.
Oof.
I can meet you in the
You've
middle.
perfected that, haven't you? Oof.
Well, yeah, I'll meet you in the middle.
175?
175, yeah.
Yeah, go on, we'll have a deal with that, yeah.
Cool.
Thank you. Very nice. Very pretty. Ended up paying £175 for it. I've got about £10 worth of work of just labour in it to make it saleable, but it has got that thing which I like, and it's all we found today, originality. Untouched, original, unmolested pieces. I think we're done. We'll get packed up.
Cool, brilliant, thank you.
We'll go through that way.
Cheers, guys.
Today we've been in Worley in Lancashire at Salvage House. It's a shame we've got to leave, to be perfectly honest with you. We would quite happily stay here. Stuff we bought today all had the same thing running through it, which is that thing I look for above everything else, originality. All of the pieces we've bought are 95% untouched.
It's been so much fun today with Drew and T. Drew was really complimentary about the bar, which was lovely. I've learnt a bit about some of the items that we've got that I didn't know already, and we've managed to sell some stuff. So yeah, all round, just a fantastic day.
Sorted?
Yeah.
Lovely. Tom, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck with it all.
guys. Thanks
Really
so
appreciate
much.
it. All right, take care.
Bye.
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 A few days later, and intrigued by the mashrabiyah design around the mirror Drew bought at Salvage House, Rebecca has travelled to London to find out more about it from Naveen Nasser.
Rebecca, Naveen. I can see I'm at the right place.
An architect who specialises in Islamic design and uses mashrabiyah in her work.
So Rebecca, this is one of the examples of a contemporary version of a mashrabiyah screen. It incorporates what we call the signature geometry of the Sufi order that we're part of.
Now, if I could show you a couple of photographs of the mirror that Drew's bought, and you can see this wonderful decorative detail.
This is a very traditional form of mashrabiyah. I believe this is called Maimuni. The six-fold geometry is significant in Islamic architecture because it represents the unfolding of creation from the divine.
Gosh.
This craftsmanship allows the expansion and contraction of the timber to happen throughout the lattice without it falling apart. The mirror represents the polishing of the spiritual heart. We say that the heart is encrusted in rust that needs to be polished through spiritual practice until it becomes like a mirror reflecting the divine essence.
So the purpose of this whole mirror and the design, everything has meaning.
Yes.
Everything. It's fascinating. That was incredible. I had no idea that a design could have so many spiritual and sort of historical connections. I'm actually blown away with it.
What an extraordinary week. We've been up to Scotland and down to London. We've driven classic and sports cars, bought extraordinary things, been to a pub and bought 18th century English furniture, and down to London to see a long-standing pal and bought some bits from him. You've got to have fun in this job. There's a lot of hours on the road. There's a lot of graft. There's a lot of money laid out. There's decades of learning. You've earned it. You've earned it. I've earned the chance to have a laugh when I'm making my money and doing my business. It's what this business is all about, and it's why I love what I do.